was driving home last Friday evening, with the windows halfway down. The city lights were softly fading as another sunset touched the ground. Then out of nowhere came a melody, a voice I hadn't heard for years. And suddenly the road before me disappeared behind my tears. Funny how a simple song can bring 1,000 memories back to life. When the radio plays our song, I still sing every word, like those summer nights when forever seemed so short. Though life took us different ways and time moved us along, for 3 beautiful minutes you're still here. When the radio plays our song, I remember dancing in the kitchen, laughing over nothing at all. The photographs above the fireplace still hang there on the wall. People say we should forget and leave yesterday behind, but some loves become a part of us and stay for all our lives. Not every goodbye means losing, not every memory means pain. When the radio plays our song, I still hear your gentle voice, and somehow for a moment my old heart rejoices. Though the years have changed my face and silver fills my hair, love still finds me every time that melody is there. If I had one more evening, I'd spend it just like then, holding your hand beside me, watching the world slow down again. But even though you're gone, I thank heaven above for giving me a lifetime wrapped inside your love. When the radio plays our song, I smile instead of cry, because beautiful memories never really die. And somewhere beyond the stars, where forever carries on, maybe you're smiling too. When the radio plays our song, good night, my love. until we hear it again.
Drove by that old white house this evening, where we planted roses in the spring. The front porch swing was slowly moving, like it still remembered everything. There was a crack upon the window, and the mailbox wore your name. But time had taken all the colors, nothing there was quite the same. People say that life goes on forever, but memories have their own way home. The house we left behind still calls me every time the sun goes down. I hear your laughter through the silence, even though you're not around. And though the years have changed this old man and turned my hair from black to gray, the house we left behind still keeps the love we gave away. There's an old guitar beside the fireplace, and a picture hanging on the wall. I swear I saw your shadow dancing when the evening rain began to fall. I remember how you loved the summer and the wildflowers by the road. Now I'm just a lonely traveler, trying to carry this heavy load. Some promises outlive the seasons, some hearts never learn goodbye. The house we left behind still calls me, like an echo in the night, and every room still holds a story wrapped inside the pale moonlight. Though heaven took you far away now, and fate refused to let you stay, the house we left behind still guards the dreams we couldn't say. And if someday these tired footsteps can no longer
if angels ask me one thing about the life I knew, I'll tell them every beautiful memory started there with you. The house we left behind still loves us, though the walls have grown so old. And somewhere in the endless heavens, our story's still being told. When this lonely journey's over and these weary eyes finally close, I'll see you on that front porch where forever grows. Under the evening sky, where memories never die. The house we left behind.
Tonight the rain is softly falling upon the roof we built with dreams, and your old chair beside the window still isn't empty, so it seems. I made 2 cups of coffee this morning, like I used to every day, then smiled at my own foolish heart, 'cause some habits never fade. People tell me time's a healer, but they don't know what we've been through, 'cause every sunset brings me closer to memories of you. I still leave the light on for you, like I did 1,000 nights before. Though heaven called your name much earlier, my heart still waits by the door. And if love can cross the distance beyond the stars and endless blue, then somewhere in the arms of angels, I know you're missing me too. I still leave the light on for you. The old guitar still hangs beside me, and your picture rests above the fire. Sometimes I swear I hear you singing through the whispering pines. I drove down our old country highway, where
and these tired hands can play no more. Save me a place beside forever, like we promised long before. I still leave the light on for you. And if one night the rain stops falling and all the stars shine bright again, maybe heaven's little doorway will bring me home to you. We'll sit upon that old front porch and watch the setting sun, and laugh about these restless years like they were only one. I still leave the light on for you, 'cause love was all we ever knew. And even when this old world ends, my soul will follow you through the rivers and the mountains, past every sorrow we went through, until forever starts again. I still leave the light on for you. Under the moonlight, beyond goodbye, I still leave the light on for you. Tonight the rain is softly falling upon the roof we built with dreams, and your old chair beside the window still isn't empty, so it seems. I made 2 cups of coffee this morning. Tonight the house is quiet again, only the sound of the rain remains. Your old coffee cup is on the table, just where you left it yesterday. Years have passed like autumn leaves, but memories don't know how to fade. Sometimes I still hear your laughter dancing softly through the empty space. People say that time heals everything, but some love simply learn to live inside the soul. And I'm still talking to the moon like I used to talk to you, still telling stories of my days as if you were in the room. And every night before I close my eyes, I'm still talking to the moon. I drove by our old neighborhood. The little church still stands the same, and that old bench beside the river still remembers our names. Funny how 1,000 strangers could never take your place. Some hearts move on so easily, mine chose to keep your grace. Love doesn't disappear forever. Sometimes it becomes the light we carry home. And I'm still talking to the moon like I used to talk to you, still sharing dreams and memories like we promised we would do. Though the years keep passing by and silver fills my hair, I still find your love in every whispered prayer. And every night before I close my eyes, I'm still talking to the moon. Oh, if tomorrow is my final sunrise, don't cry for yesterday, because loving you was worth every tear, and I choose you all the same. For some stories never really end, they simply live above the stars and somewhere beyond forever. I know that's where you are, so I'll keep talking to the moon until the day we meet again. And every lonely melody will finally make sense, until heaven calls my name and love rewrites the night. I'll carry you inside my heart like a never-ending light. And every night before I close my eyes, I'm still talking to the moon. Good night, my beautiful memory, until we meet again. Last night I found your photograph hidden inside an old book on the shelf. The years have painted silver on my hair, but somehow I still remember everything. The coffee shop where we used to laugh, the rain that caught us walking home, the promises we made forever how forever somehow came and went. Time moved on, but some memories refuse to leave. You're the letter I never sent, the words I never said, the melody that still remains inside my restless head. Though life has taken different roads and seasons changed again, a part of me still smiles when I hear your name. You're the letter I never sent. I heard our favorite song this morning, and suddenly I was 22. For a moment I could almost see you standing there in your blue dress. Funny how a simple memory can bring an old heart back to life. Not with sadness, not with regret, just gratitude for those beautiful nights. Some loves don't disappear, they simply become memories. You're the letter I never sent, the words I never said, the melody that still remains inside my restless head. Though life has taken different roads and seasons changed again, a part of me still smiles when I hear your name. You're the letter I never sent. If tomorrow never comes, I hope you know you were one of heaven's gifts to my lonely soul. And though we never had forever, I thank God for every little moment we called our own. You're the letter I never sent, but never threw away, a chapter that time couldn't erase. And if somewhere you're smiling too, then maybe love was never lost, it simply learned how to live inside memories. Goodbye, my old friend, my first love, my beautiful memory. The road was long beneath my feet, 1,000 miles of silent tears. I carried all my shattered dreams and every wound from all those years. The sky was dark above my head, the wind kept whispering, give up now. I felt so lost, so far from home. I didn't know where to turn somehow. brought me home. There were nights I cried in secret, asking heaven if you cared. Every prayer felt trapped in silence, like nobody was listening there. But now I see your hand was moving, even when I couldn't understand. You were writing hope within my story, holding me with gentle hands. And through the ashes of my sorrow, you turned my mourning into praise. You found me in the rain when no one knew my pain. You held my trembling heart and called me by my name. You walked beside my broken soul through every storm I faced alone. Jesus, you never stopped pursuing me until you brought me home. Every tear became a river, leading me back to your grace. Every scar became a reminder of the love I could never replace. You were faithful in the waiting, you were faithful in the fight. You were standing in the darkness until you led me to the light. Jesus, my shelter, Jesus, my peace. You never left me, you never leave. Jesus, my Savior, Jesus, my King. Forever I'll worship, forever I'll sing. Jesus, Jesus, I belong to you. You found me in the rain when all my hope seemed gone. You lifted up my weary eyes and showed me where I belong. Through every valley, every fear, through every battle, I survived. Jesus, your love kept reaching for me. And now I'm truly alive. You found me, you found me in the rain and brought me home.
Volví a la calle donde te encontré. Las luces aún brillan igual que ayer, pero tu nombre ya no vive aquí, solo el eco de lo que perdí. La lluvia cae sobre el viejo bar donde juramos nunca terminar. Las mesas guardan nuestra conversación como un secreto dentro de una canción. Y aunque el tiempo siga su camino, hay recuerdos que no saben partir. Porque las huellas amor difícil de despedir. El tren se fue llevándose tu adiós, dejando invierno dentro de mi voz. Y cada carta que jamás envié vive escondida donde te soñé, mirando fotos de otro tiempo mejor. Encuentro pedazos de nuestro color, pero los años no pueden borrar lo que aprendimos juntos a guardar. Tal vez mañana vuelva a sonreír, tal vez la vida me enseñe a seguir, pero esta noche quiero recordar todo lo que fuimos al amar. Siempre te encontraré en cada amanecer, en cada atardecer. Vivirá tu recuerdo en mí hasta el final del camino. Pasamos la vida contando los días, persiguiendo horizontes sin descansar, llenando las manos de cosas pequeñas, olvidando lo que de verdad es amar. Construimos castillos de arena que el tiempo termina por llevar. Un día entendemos en silencio que nada material puede quedar, porque al final del camino, cuando la noche vuelva a llegar, no serán los triunfos ni el oro los que nos harán recordar. Será el amor que dejamos atrás, las manos que ayudamos a levantar, las lágrimas que supimos secar, los abrazos que aprendimos a dar. Será el amor que dejamos atrás, la luz que encendimos al pasar, porque una vida vale por siempre cuando aprende a iluminar. He visto hombres llenos de riquezas caminar con el alma vacía, y he visto corazones sencillos cambiar el mundo con una sonrisa. Hay palabras que salvan inviernos, hay gestos que curan el dolor, y existen personas que sin saberlo se convierten en refugio y calor. Quizás no podamos detener el tiempo ni evitar que todo llegue a cambiar, pero sí podemos elegir cada día qué huella queremos dejar. Será el amor que dejamos atrás, las manos que ayudamos a levantar, las lágrimas que supimos secar, los abrazos que aprendimos a dar. Será el amor que dejamos atrás, la luz que encendimos al pasar, porque una vida vale por siempre cuando aprende a iluminar. Y cuando llegue el último silencio, cuando la historia llegue a su final, No preguntes cuánto has ganado, pregunta cuánto pudiste amar. Porque los nombres desaparecen, las fotografías perderán color, pero los actos nacidos del alma seguirán latiendo en otro corazón. Será el amor que dejamos atrás, el eco que nunca morirá, las semillas que sembramos un día volverán convertidas en paz. Será el amor que dejamos atrás, la verdadera eternidad, porque nadie se va para siempre si vive en la memoria de alguien más. Y cuando mi voz se pierda en el viento, que mi amor siga cantando por mí. La carretera sigue igual, pero ya no está tu voz. Las luces viejas del café preguntan dónde terminó el amor. Guardo una foto entre mis manos, gastada por el tiempo y el dolor. A veces pienso que si cierro los ojos volverás con la lluvia y la canción. Y aunque los años me enseñaron a perder, hay heridas que no saben envejecer. Cuando la noche dice tu nombre, el viento vuelve a abrir la puerta y mi corazón, que parecía tan fuerte, se rompe igual que aquella tarde. Hay recuerdos que nunca se marchan, aunque el tiempo los quiera borrar, porque algunos amores terminan, pero jamás dejan de regresar. La luna conoce mi historia, la escucho 1000 veces junto al mar. Sabe que sigo hablando contigo cuando nadie me puede escuchar. Las estaciones cambiaron despacio, las ciudades dejaron de brillar, pero tu risa sigue viviendo en cada rincón de mi soledad. Y aunque aprendí a caminar sin tu calor, hay inviernos que regresan al corazón. Cuando la noche dice tu nombre, el viento vuelve a abrir la puerta y mi corazón, que parecía tan fuerte, se rompe igual que aquella tarde. Hay recuerdos que nunca se marchan, aunque el tiempo los quiera borrar, porque algunos amores terminan, pero jamás tristeza, porque entendí que amar de verdad es guardar la luz cuando alguien se aleja. Y si mañana termina mi camino, llevaré tu recuerdo al partir, porque hay personas que se van del mundo, pero nunca se van de ti. La carretera sigue igual, pero esta vez ya no duele mirar atrás. En la orilla del tiempo encontré una botella con palabras que el mar se negó a olvidar. Dentro había un verano dormido y dos sombras aprendiendo a volar. La luna colgaba sobre el puerto viejo como una lámpara encendida para los que ya no están. Y el viento llevaba nombres antiguos que solo los corazones rotos pueden escuchar. Hay trenes que parten de la estación, pero nunca abandonan nuestra memoria. Tú fuiste el faro en medio de mi niebla, la última estrella cuando el cielo se rindió. Y aunque la marea robó nuestros caminos, tu luz siguió viviendo donde el sol terminó. Porque algunos amores son como los océanos, parecen alejarse, pero siempre regresan, convertidos en canción. Vi caer la última hoja del otoño, girando despacio como una oración. Parecía saber que toda belleza verdadera nace justamente antes de la despedida. Los pájaros cruzaban horizontes imposibles, dibujando cartas invisibles sobre el azul. Y comprendí que las almas que se encuentran jamás se separan del todo. Solo aprenden otro idioma para seguir hablándose. Hay jardines que mueren en invierno para regresar más fuertes bajo otra luz. La última estrella cuando el cielo se rindió. Y aunque la marea robó nuestros caminos, tu luz siguió viviendo donde el sol terminó. Porque algunos amores son como los océanos, parecen alejarse, pero siempre regresan, convertidos en canción. Ahora camino por una ciudad de ventanas apagadas,
silencio guarda una historia, cada historia guarda una ausencia, y cada ausencia es una puerta que todavía recuerda una mano. A veces pienso que la eternidad no es un lugar, es simplemente aquello que seguimos amando cuando ya no podemos tocarlo. Tú fuiste el faro que desafió la tormenta, el fuego pequeño que venció la oscuridad, la brújula secreta de mis inviernos, la voz que aún escucha mi soledad. Y cuando mi barco encuentre el último puerto, cuando el horizonte deje de existir, seguiré tu luz entre las estrellas, como quien vuelve a casa después de toda una vida. Porque las olas borran las huellas, el tiempo borra los nombres, pero jamás puede borrar la luz de aquello que una vez nos enseñó a amar.
Tonight the station feels colder than before. There's an old train passing through this town again. The same whistle I heard when I was 17, back when your hand fit perfectly inside mine, and every sunset felt like it belonged to us. The years went running faster than we knew, leaving photographs where dreams once lived. Funny how a lifetime can disappear like smoke, yet one memory can survive forever. I'm waiting for the last train home, with a ticket made of memories. Every mile carries your name, every shadow speaks of yesterday. And if heaven has a station at the end of this lonely road, save me a seat beside you on the last train home. The cafe by the river closed down years ago, but I still remember the song we played that night. You laughed so hard you couldn't catch your breath, and I thought nothing could ever take you away. But life has its own directions, and hearts don't always get a choice. Still I hear your voice in the silence after midnight, like an echo that refuses to fade. I'm waiting for the last train home, with a ticket made of memories. Every mile carries your name, every shadow speaks of yesterday. And if heaven
at the end of this lonely road. Save me a seat beside you on the last train home. Maybe time was never meant to heal everything. Maybe some loves are meant to stay unfinished, like a song that never reaches its final note, yet somehow remains beautiful. Fading one by one, the night is growing softer now, and I can almost see your smile. If tomorrow never finds me, don't cry for what is gone, because every road I've traveled was leading me back home, back to your arms, back to your light, back to the love that never died. The whistle sounds far beyond the hills, and somewhere I know you're waiting for me.
Encontré una foto entre libros viejos donde el tiempo todavía sonreía. Éramos dos desconocidos felices sin saber lo que la vida escondía. Tu risa llenaba los rincones como el sol entrando por la ventana, y yo creía que las cosas eternas simplemente pasaban. Ahora la casa tiene el mismo silencio, la misma mesa, la misma pared, pero hay algo que ya no encuentro: la persona que fui cuando te amé. Porque perderte no fue lo más difícil fue descubrir que contigo también se marchó la mejor versión de mí. Te extraño a ti, pero también extraño quién era yo, el que soñaba sin miedo a caer, el que cantaba sin sentir dolor. Y te extraño a ti, como se extraña la luz al anochecer, porque cuando tú te fuiste, amor, una parte de mí también se fue. He aprendido a fingir que estoy bien, a responder todo va normal, pero hay heridas que no hacen ruido y aún así no dejan de hablar. Hay canciones que evito escuchar, hay calles que no quiero cruzar, no por miedo a recordarte, sino por volverme a encontrar. Y cada noche, antes del sueño, hay una pregunta que vuelve otra vez. Si pudiera regresar al pasado, te elegiría, siempre te elegiría. Y te extraño a ti, pero también extraño quién era yo, el que soñaba sin miedo Quizás crecer significa aceptar que algunas historias no vuelven jamás, pero hay recuerdos tan llenos de vida que siguen respirando detrás. Y aunque el tiempo siga corriendo, aunque el mundo no deje de girar, hay amores que nunca regresan, porque nunca se fueron de verdad. Y te extraño a ti y a todos los sueños que imaginé, a las promesas que no envejecieron, a la persona que una vez fui por tu querer. Y te extraño a ti, aunque la vida me enseñó a seguir, porque hay personas que dejan el camino, pero nunca abandonan el alma de quien las vivió. Si alguna vez vuelves a pensar en mí, no recuerdes cómo terminó la historia. Recuerda cómo brillábamos antes de rompernos. I still remember it, every single digit. There's a number in my mind that time could never erase. I learned it when I was young, before the gray found my hair. Back when Sunday dinners filled the house with noise, and every ring of the telephone meant somebody wanted to talk, not text, not disappear, just talk. Funny how memory protects the smallest things long after everything else is gone. And I still know the number by heart, though nobody answers anymore. My fingers could dial it in the dark, like they've done 1,000 times before. The line is silent now, but the memories still speak, and every forgotten ringtone feels a little like home to me. It belonged to my mother before she left this world. She'd answer on the second ring and ask if I'd been eating well. The conversation was always simple: weather, family, life, the kind of things you never realize you'll miss someday. We think forever is a very long time, until forever suddenly ends. And I still know the number by heart, though nobody answers anymore. My fingers could dial it in the dark, like they've done 1,000 times before. The line is silent now, but the memories still speak, and every forgotten ringtone feels a little like home
to me. Last winter I almost called again, just to hear the recording that tells me it's disconnected. But I couldn't do it. Some doors are easier to remember than to open. By heart, like a prayer I never stop saying. Some voices leave this world but never leave our lives. The years keep moving, the seasons change, yet somewhere deep inside the phone is still ringing. Kitchen light is still on, and she's still there, waiting to answer one more time. I remember every digit and every word she ever said.
Encontré una caja bajo el viejo ropero, cubierta de polvo y de años enteros. Dentro dormían palabras para ti, cartas que el miedo nunca dejó salir. Cada hoja guardaba una estación, un invierno, una lluvia, una canción. Y al leerla sentí volver a vivir los días que perdí cuando te vi partir. Hay silencios que pesan más que una despedida, y verdades que llegan cuando ya no hay salida. Son las cartas que nunca envié, las que hablaban de todo lo que callé, las que decían que después de tu adiós mi mundo siguió girando, pero sin voz. Son pedazos de un corazón que aprendió a esconder su dolor, y aunque el tiempo borró nuestro lugar, estas palabras te siguen buscando en el mar. La ciudad cambió de nombre y color, pero aún conserva tu sombra en cada rincón. El café donde soñábamos volver ahora solo conoce mi soledad. Al amanecer vi parejas cruzando la misma avenida, como si el amor nunca conociera la despedida. Y por un instante quien caminaba hacia mí otra vez. Tal vez nunca leas estas líneas, tal vez el viento las lleve lejos de aquí, pero esta noche quiero ser sincero, porque aún queda algo de ti dentro de mí. Son las cartas que nunca envié, las que guardé cuando no supe perder, las que escribí bajo la luz de un farol, hablando contigo aunque estuviera solo. Y si algún día las llega a encontrar alguien que también aprendió a extrañar, sabrá que hubo un amor de verdad, capaz de sobrevivir a la distancia y al tiempo. La tinta se desvanece, las páginas envejecen, pero algunos recuerdos jamás desaparecen.